All right, they're asking us to graph this line using the slope and the y-intercept. So first, we have to put it into slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Basically, your y needs to be all by itself. You have to solve for y, just like we did in chapter 2. So for this equation, here's my y, and I need to get it all by itself. I need to get rid of the 3, and I need to get rid of the 2x. And which one do I get rid of first? I'm going to get rid of the 2x first. So my first step is to subtract 2x from both sides. Now on the left-hand side, 2x minus 2x is 0. So that term is gone. So I'm going to have 3y equals 6 minus 2x. And these two are not like terms, they don't combine. So I could just write it as 6 minus 2x. Now I know I'm going to need my x term in the front, okay, because y equals mx plus b. So if you want, you could do that now and call it 3y equals negative 2x plus 6. If you didn't do it now, you'd have to do it at the end. Either time is fine. All right, this was a positive 6, right? So it stays positive. And now one more step to get my y by itself is to get rid of that 3. And to get rid of the 3, I need to divide everything by 3. That term, and that term. Okay, I have to divide everything on the left and everything on the right by 3. Okay, 3 over 3 will give me a 1. So 1y equals negative 2x over 3. And I'm going to write it like this so I can see the slope clearly. Negative 2/3 x plus 6. Oh, 6 over 3. What's 6 over 3? 2. All right, so now my line is in slope-intercept form. The slope of this line is the coefficient in front of x, which is negative 2/3. And the y-intercept is going to be 0, 2. So when we come over here to graph, we know that the slope is negative 2/3. We know our line's going to look something like that. From left to right, it'll be negative. Right, maybe like that. But we need to know where to put it. So we're going to start with the y-intercept, 0, negative 2. I'm sorry, 0, positive 2. It'll be right there. So let's put this point right here, 0, 2. And then we're going to use rise over run. All right. Rise over run. So I need to put the negative on the numerator or the denominator. So for this case, I'll call the rise negative 2, and then the run will just be the positive 3. So from that point on the graph, rise negative 2, run positive 3. Here's my next point. Just so happens to be the x-intercept. That doesn't always happen. And then here's my line. Okay, and when you go to plug this in the computer, it's going to know whether or not you're using the slope and the y-intercept. Now, some problems you'll have with graphing slope-intercept form, it'll already give it to you like this. So you can easily just start with the y-intercept and then use the slope after that. But for this problem, you know what? I couldn't graph I don't know what the slope is just by looking at it up here. I have to get it into slope-intercept form first.